What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry I haven't posted in such a long time. It's probably almost a month now. And the main reason is, I don't like the winter. It's very cold outside now here in New York, and I have no motivation to go outside and actually work on my car. I just don't like being outside in the cold, and I do not have a garage. The garage behind me has no room for a car whatsoever. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about quickly my winter setup on my Genesis, and I don't like it. It's super stock and pretty depressing, just like this weather. Today it is actually almost 50 degrees, maybe like 45, so it's a warmer day out of the bunch that we recently had. Don't like the cold, I hate it. I hate the snow. We just had snow last week, maybe it was like 6 to 8 inches, somewhere around there. Didn't like it, but the good note is my tires. These are my Bridgestone Blizzak WS90s, specifically for the snow, and they did a very good job. I did a review on these maybe a year ago about how they drove in the snow. I actually showed a couple clips of me driving in the snow, and I got hated on. People were like, oh, that's not snow, that's just a dusting, that's just 2 inches of snow, that's nothing. Like, chill, calm down, it's alright. I'm showing that they work in the snow. I don't think any rear-wheel drive car is gonna drive in 2 feet of snow. So these people that are just hating on me for driving in 2 inches of snow, it's okay. I'm just showing they work in the snow, because I've had tires, all season tires, that don't even go in the slush when there's like this much of slush snow on the ground. So these guys, the WS90s, are nice. I like them. I was actually able to drive my car in the snow. I'm not saying I was able to race it going 100 miles per hour, but I was able to drive, made it to work. It was nice. Since we're talking about the wheels and the suspension and whatnot, as I keep tipping over, as you guys can see, I have no camber whatsoever. You can see the back, 0 degrees of camber, 0 degrees of camber. I took off all my camber for the winter. Did not want to be rocking any type of camber with these Blizzaks on. Probably wouldn't even been able to be honest. So I went to an alignment shop. I put their Instagram up on the screen somewhere. Phenomenal Auto Works. Awesome guys over there. They took off the camber, which it was all adjustable with all my iStar Performance camber parts, my control arms in the front, my camber arms in the rear, all that fun stuff. I did a video on that if you want to check it out, in the description as well. But they adjusted all the camber to 0, so I have 0 degrees of camber up front and in the rear, and they also did an alignment for me. So I've had that for about a month now with this setup, and it's going pretty well so far. We're gonna jump back to the cold weather now, and with the cold, people are very up in the air with bags. And oh, the bags don't work in the winter, bags are this, the lines freeze, all that crazy stuff. My car is on bags. And yes, I do go the safe route, and if it's gonna go below freezing, which it has been below freezing, I don't air out the car overnight, because I'm just scared that the compressor may freeze. The compressor can freeze. It is something that does occur, because the compressor, if it sits overnight, it'll freeze completely normal, so I've heard. So overnight, I do not air out the car. If your car does air out overnight, like naturally, like my brother's car does, his car naturally just airs out in the rear by itself, totally normal depending on your setup. But my car does not air out overnight. It doesn't lose any pressure. But in that case, if it does air out overnight, make sure that your tank is full, so the next morning when you have to air up, it'll air up and it doesn't have to worry about the compressor.
Also, you can leave your back seat.
Oh, man. Oh, I didn't get to that yet.
Oh, I was just getting excited for it.
Yeah, he was getting excited. Yeah. This kid makes the video.
I made the video. I wasn't really feeling the video today, but
so another thing that I do, the back seats in my car are now pushed down because my compressor is in the back. So if I do start my car in the morning and the compressor is frozen, even though my car is aired up overnight and I don't have to air up anymore, sometimes the compressor will still turn on because the tank is empty, or it lost the amount of pressure overnight. So with the back seats being down and have the heat on full blast when I start the car in the morning, I don't have it on the defroster, I have it on the vents for like your face. What would you call that?
Yeah.
Your upper body, the vents that point only at your face, not at the ground. only at your face. I have that on full blast to get to the compressor in the back, because with that it'll kind of warm up the compressor a little bit over time, along with the compressor being on, naturally heating itself up, but also the heat in the car will also unfreeze the compressor. So if you do have no air in the tank overnight, the heat coming through the back of the
from the front to the back.
There you go. Can't talk. Coming from the front to the back with the seats down, it does help the car out a lot. He does the same thing in his BMW. Keeps his back seats down. Yes, I'm sure we're probably being extra precautious with this, but if I have to go to work in the morning and I can't move my car, that's an issue. So bags, so far in the winter, it's now December. I don't have my watch on me. I think it's like December 29th, 28th. We've been in about freezing weather for about a month now, and my bags have had no issues.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Go knock on wood somewhere for me, guys. Wait a minute.
Go get my fake wood grain.
So that's my current setup on my Genesis. I'm going to run through it really quickly once again, just in case you guys weren't paying attention. So for tires, I have Bridgestone Blizzak WS90s, snow tires, and if you guys are wondering, no, they are not studded. They are studless, but they are excellent snow tires. And then my suspension is all zeroed out with Camber. No more tilty boy, unfortunately. So all zeroed out on my Camber. I still have the aftermarket suspension pieces in, but I have them all zeroed out, all adjusted to 0 degrees of camber. And again, I do not air out overnight. I'll still air out once in a while to take pictures. I'll still air out once in a while to take pictures or whatnot, but overnight, if I'm sitting in front of my house, I will not air out the car because I'm just not taking any chances with that. But besides that, it's going really well. Just make sure to keep the back seats down if you guys have a compressor in the back like I do. It does help the compressor warm up a little bit when you have the heat blowing back from your front vents. But I think that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions, any comments, any recommendations for me, and don't say get a truck, because I'm not. This is my daily. Leave them down in the comments below. If you guys have any video suggestions, because I struggle to make videos in the winter because I don't like being outside. It's very cold. I don't like the winter. So any video suggestions, also leave them down below. That should be pretty much it for this video, guys. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.